So, welcome everybody to the Skoda Octavia TSi. This is the 1.8 TSi petrol. So, this has 178 horsepower under the hood with 250 Newton meters torque. It's made into a 7-speed dual clutch gearbox, exactly the one that was found in the Polo GT TSi. But I think it works well with this engine. So, let's see how it does. So up front, this car is the replacement for the Laura, which was a pretty successful product for Skoda in the Indian market. This is the replacement, so it has big shoes to fill in, and let me tell you up front that I think it does. It does everything the Laura does, plus more. It has more space, it has more power, it has more gadgets. This has all the gadgets you name. It has a touchscreen audio system, SD card, Bluetooth. It doesn't have a USB. That's shocking. It has cruise control, paddle shifters on the steering wheel, auto steering mounted controls, voice assist. It has everything. So on the gadgets front, it's pretty sorted. That's one better than the Laura. Space is definitely much more than the Laura. Laura had a very cramped back seat. This is very luxurious in the back. I mean, it's like either you can drive it yourself and have fun, or you can be chauffeur driven as well and still have fun in this car. I know that's shocking, right? How can a car fulfill both the needs, self-driven and chauffeur driven? But this car manages to do the both. In fact, what I feel is that the way this car is positioned, it actually reduces the value of the elder sibling of this car, which is the Superb. Because the Superb was mainly for the chauffeur driven. But this isn't so bad as well in the back seat. It's pretty spacious. It's a pretty, it attacks the segment in a unique way because it caters to everybody. So the 1.8 TSi in this one has 178 horsepower. It's very punchy. It just takes off. There is no turbo lag. And for the record, I was saying, I was a friend of mine has a Q3, and we both were cruising, and we both decided to put the pedal to the pedal, and he couldn't pull away with me. Even though he has the diesel torque advantage, and he has quattro launch, but he couldn't pull away from me. Speaks a lot about what this car can do. I mean, I think this car can outrun cars almost double the budget, and I think that's pretty cool. It's like a underdog of the market, because when people look at from the outside, they can't tell what this car can actually do until they actually put the pedal to the pedal. It's actually pretty cool. It's a pretty cool car. Handling, it's pretty sorted. It has a pretty responsive steering. It has shod with 215 section tires, so the grip is always there, and the DSG just helps you. It's just because of the DSG, it always helps you be in the right gear. You put your foot down, there is no delay, and you're just off. It's a beautiful package. I mean, in like driving manners, I think this car, I mean, my well-wishers and my friends would probably know that I'm constantly mentioning the Skoda Octavia whenever it comes to driving manners. And every time I drive this car, I'm just mesmerized all over again. It's just so amazing. It just handles so beautifully, turns in so sharply. The nose is so agile. Like, you see the corner, you turn in, and the car just does it on its own. You don't have to worry. And you can even be assured because this car has traction control. So you know that you're safe. The computers in the car are keeping a check on you at all times. You can always turn it off at your own risk, but it's always nice to know that there's something that's keeping a check on you when you're trying to be a hooligan or when you're trying to have some fun. Because let's be honest, with such an engine, such a gearbox, and such a chassis, it's really difficult to control yourself from just doing stuff. There are some flaws with this car. The DSG, the 7-speed, has reliability concerns. Same like the Polo GT TSi, it's the 7-speed unit. So far, there haven't been much cases of failures, but yeah, they had a dodgy history, so people are still two minds whether they should go ahead with it or not. The after sale service, it's improving, as I mentioned in the Skoda Rapid review. It's improving. It was so bad at one time, but now it's improving so much. Everybody now I know that has a Skoda nowadays are happy with their car service. So that's definitely a big step forward. But yeah, in the common layman, they still have some doubts when it comes to it. But yeah, all I want to say is they're improving. Another fault I'd like to say is that this car does not have a sunglass holder. And I know it doesn't sound significant, but come on, this car is now 24 lakhs on road around, and you're not having a sunglass holder. I mean, how much money is Skoda saving by omitting that feature? One other fault I find is the beige interiors this car has. It's pretty difficult to maintain them. It's pretty difficult to keep it clean, especially in Indian conditions where it's all humid and hot all the time. So it's really difficult to keep it clean. But again, I guess that depends on the ownership, person to person. Some can keep it clean, some can't. But otherwise, yeah, it's a downside. They should have at least offered it the black interior, which they did in the limited edition, which they had. But they should have kept that as a permanent option, because I'm pretty sure it would sell much more than it is doing now. So yeah, I actually don't see. Another fault actually I would like to mention is that the build quality doesn't feel as solid as the Laura, because we've done a back-to-back comparo with the Laura, and the Laura definitely feels more solid when you close the doors, or there's more weight. It gives you that more solid feeling. Don't mistake me, this car still has that assurity feel. It's just not that assuring as the Laura. So I don't know, maybe they're sacrificing on sheet metal quality or anything. But I mean, you won't find a day-to-day basis. But yeah, anybody who's been back-to-back driving both of them will instantly notice the difference. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with this car. It drives well. It looks absolutely amazing, especially the color I have with me right now. It's called Race Blue. It's just amazing. You keep it clean, and it just captures the eyeballs of the audience just like anything. All they do is just want to look, because it just stands out in traffic of grey, black, white cars, and here comes a shiny blue car. I kid you not, it's an attention seeker. I think it looks great. So yeah, as I was saying, it drives well. It's really fast. If you drive it sanely, you can get good gas mileage out of it. It's not that expensive to maintain. It handles well. Space is really good. Boot space is humongous. You can move your whole house in this car. It's absolutely amazing. It's superb. It's great. The thing is that concerns about the after sale service is good, but it's okay. I guess it's something Skoda is improving. Couple of little things they haven't put powered seats on the passenger seat, which is another fault. But overall, as a product, I don't think that should be a reason where you can deny this car a chance in garage. So on that note, I'd like to say that the Skoda Octavia is a brilliant car, and I'm really loving it. Thank you very much for watching this video.